South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg has announced that he's formed an exploratory committee to run for president. He's known for campaigning to chair the Democratic National Committee in 2017. He lost to Tom Perez. He's a gay Navy veteran, a Rhodes Scholar, and a millennial. And he just turned 37 back in 2017. Vlad and I interviewed Buttigieg right here on CBSN.
Do you decide to run for governor, Congress, president? Will you come back and talk to us?
I'll come back anytime.
Promises, promises. For more on this now, we want to bring in Kaitlin Lange, the statehouse reporter for the IndyStar. Thanks for joining us, Kaitlin. So,
thanks for having me.
Buttigieg, what do people think about him in Indiana? They know him better than we do. What's the take on him?
So it's been interesting because until recently, even in Indiana, we haven't been talking about Buttigieg a ton until 2016 when he tried to, become the new head of the National Democratic Party. So even in Indiana, he's still a newer name to us. He ran for treasurer in 2010. And lost that race and then went directly to South Bend and became mayor. So the general idea is that people in South Bend more or less like him, but in the rest of the state, we really haven't had a chance to truly get to know him since he hasn't ran for any other statewide ballots since 2010. And
so now he's got to make the jump past state to the national spotlight. He's from South Bend, which is, kind of a smaller city. Some of the other people who've thrown their hat into the ring for the presidential race have already a national spotlight and already issues that they've talked a lot about. What are some of the issues that we expect he will be bringing to the forefront?
So I think mainly, he is a smart guy. He was a Rhodes Scholar. He served in Afghanistan, and he is an openly gay young mayor. He's only 37 years old. So I think those all will play into the messaging he brings. But kind of the big thing he's been focusing on is this concept of moving forward. He's trying to play against Trump's again messaging, with the Make America Great Again. So I think a lot of those will play into what he tries to accomplish. I think, infrastructure is another really important one for Hoosiers and something that we can sort of expect to see from him as a mayor of South Bend. But I think a lot of it is character. He has a very interesting persona that if he did have more name recognition, I think would be very, people across America would like him, I think, to see him run.
Well, that's really interesting. So he's got this exploratory committee. He's going to have to be raising money. What can we expect from him in the coming months, do you think?
I'm sure he'll do lots of traveling. I know he's already been to Iowa once. I believe he has plans to go again. So I'm sure he'll be trying to just build name recognition in other states because he does already sort of have it in Indiana, but he needs it elsewhere if he is to win. I mean, Indiana's a red state, so this isn't where he'd have most of his support anyways in the general election. So expect lots of traveling from him and just building that name recognition.
Well, a lot of experts and people that we've talked to have talked about the importance of that retail politics, getting on the ground, shaking hands, hugging people, listening to them, and, running for mayor. You get a lot of practice doing that. So maybe he will be actually a pretty good candidate. Kaitlin Lange, thank you so much.
Thank you.